Hey guys, we're over here at District 121 in Mckinney. Kind of Western Mckinney, one of the newest amenity locations, great for gathering, a bunch of restaurants around. We've got Bob's Steakhouse, the Common Table, 400 Gradi behind, Mckinney, one of the local favorites. We want to talk to you today about housing options in this great city. Let's roll. So one of my favorite things about Mckinney is it's got a variety of options depending on where you are in life, what you want in life. Certain communities might be fully single family homes, others might be more condos. Mckinney has a bit of everything. You've got townhomes, condominiums, single family, older, single family, newer, acreage, gated, super luxury. There's a bit of everything for everyone, really. So what I want to kind of run through is a little bit of the neighborhoods around Mckinney that you can explore a little more about, depending on what your budget might be or what you want out of your next property. Key thing with realtors is you want to be able to go through with them a great criteria in what you're looking for from a property. The great thing I like about Mckinney is it always remains an option because it has that adaptability for people in all walks of life. So in Mckinney, there's about 62% of owner-occupied properties. So there is a good, healthy portion of apartment and rental living in the area. And really, when you drive around the area, you'll notice apartment complexes more along the main thoroughfares and actually close to things like these amenity locations where there's a collection of restaurants. But let's jump back into the owner-occupied properties. So acreage properties, for example, you actually get an option for in Mckinney, and they're leaning more in the northeast corner of Mckinney, on that eastern side of 75 and north and somewhat south of the 121. Neighborhoods you're going to be looking for with that are going to be Waterstone Estates and Hidden Hills. And of course, there's a lot of acreage properties that are not part of communities, but if you like that community lifestyle, that's where you want to lean.
And you don't need to be looking at any other neighborhood in particular if your budget is a little bit more than what the rest might be. Maybe you're looking in the 2, 3, 4, 5 million range. You might want to consider neighborhoods such as the estates at Craig Ranch. Craig Ranch being the golf course, TPC. Now this one here has a gated community environment to it. Other communities you might look at are Kings Lake, Serenity, as alternative options. Now we're here with the golf course behind me at Craig Ranch, and like I mentioned, it's a great location, and so not one location is really losing aspect of it. You've got the luxury gated homes nearby, you've got the apartments that are close by with the shops, the gym, the clubhouse, and so forth. We're right by the Highway 121 that connects Mckinney with Frisco, Plano. Everything's been very carefully thought about in location. Now, Craig Ranch is not the only golf course in Mckinney that you could live around. You've got Stonebridge Ranch. You also have El Dorado Country Club also. That's more of the older set ones with a bit more maturity in the trees that's around there and closer to this Highway 75 side of town.
One of the really cool things about Mckinney is having this wide variety of options of style and character. So we're over here at Adriatica, and they have these condo townhomes right by the lake that really brings that European historic vibe to it. You're not dealing with the mundane new builds, box feel houses. This one really provides that outer American experience almost, where you're bringing this cultural feel to Mckinney. All right, let's dive into new construction, because new construction is a heavy focal point for a lot of Texas right now. Mckinney's got some great opportunities. We are here in the development of Painted Tree, along one of their many 25-mile network trails. This is one of my favorite because not only is it not paved, it's a dirt trail with access to their lake. Now, within the Painted Tree, you've got 3 districts and multiple builders building throughout the community. Prices range from around 500,000, reaching up to the 1 million mark. Now, Painted Tree is one of many communities that you could buy into. I like this one in particular because while it's at North Mckinney, it has easy access to Prosper. Costco's right down the road. It's easy to get around. The schools are right on your doorstep. It's a fantastic location. Now, other communities you might want to look at, and one that I actually really enjoy for the nature side of it, they have lakes, they have a river, they also have a trail system and multiple amenity centers, is Trinity Falls in the northern part of Mckinney. I said this was the north, that's more north. Trinity Falls, again, prices ranging from 400,000 for townhomes, going up to that 1 million mark for something a little larger. And then you can go into the more entry-level pricing with communities like East Ridge or South Ridge. You're gonna be more in that 300,000 to 400,000 mark for a decent home. Other new developments you might want to consider: Astor Park, with prices ranging from 500s to 800s. Irwin Park, which has 600s to 800s price range. The Estates at Stacy Crossing, that's closer down by the Craig Ranch development. Highland Lakes, that's in the 600 to 700 price range. The Preserve at Honey Creek, a Lennar Homes development, more in the high 300s, mid 400 price range. And Simpson Crossing, with a median price in Mckinney being around 630,000. These new developments are well positioned for entry-level purchases.
So within these new developments, you get these amenity centers. And right now at Painted Tree, we're here at the Outpost, one that's being built for this community. It's set within the trees, tucked away. There's a kids play area. There's an adult hanging out space. It's really cool. The last things I want to talk to you about, because you might not want any of this, right? The historic homes in downtown Mckinney. Maybe you want a bit of character, a bit of history with it, but you like the walkability to a downtown community. The historic village really is something you should look into. These houses date back to the 1800s, some of them, and they bring so much character with them. Different room sizes, the way the houses are laid out, just the appearance from the street is magnificent. It actually brings a lot of tourists to the area as they walk around downtown Mckinney and then lead into the residential district. So the historic side of things, if you're interested in that kind of a character, definitely make sure you're taking time to go through and see them road by road, because they can vary greatly. You get the prominent houses, which has the little placard with some history on there, and then you get the ones that are more kind of entry-level houses. Now, some of these are needing some renovation work, so you're kind of looking for perhaps in that low 400,000 to 500,000 range to get something entry level that needs a tad added touch, or you can really get into the multi-million range for the larger grand estates that are just wow properties.
But we can talk about options of houses all day long. The biggest thing you'll want to do if you're thinking about moving to the area is make sure you get a consultation with a local real estate professional, someone who understands the nitty-gritty and what you're likely to see in the next 5 to 10 years to make the most sense of what you're buying into. There's so much development going on around the area, whether it's Mckinney, Salina, Allen, Melissa, other surrounding communities. Make sure you're taking the time to understand not just what you're buying into now, but buying into the future. Maybe a new home makes perfect sense for you, maybe an older home, perhaps something renovated. Maybe you're trying to just rent in the area to learn the area a bit more before you make that investment. Hey, make sure you reach out. That could be me. It could be any other professional you might like. But head to leecalverttx.com if you'd like to connect. I'd love to chat. Let's move. Hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe this page. And more so, let me know what you want to see content-wise. Drop it in the comments below and we'll look to deliver it to you.